All right, it's Friday again. This is the end of week 3 of my training progress. Again, the beginning of the week, Monday, I was feeling a little ill, so I wasn't able to eat. I didn't eat my food because I just didn't eat anything because I just couldn't hold any food because I had a stomach issue. So I got in here Wednesday, worked out, got back on my diet 100% on Wednesday, so we'll see how that negatively affects the scale on Saturday. But it's another back night and bicep night. So we're gonna hit these weights and hit them pretty hard. You're sticking to your diet pretty good. So this is day 2 of your diet, and he's already down quite a bit of weight. You weigh
381.
381. So from 391 or 392, right, down to 381 in like 2 days. But that's because he has a lot of water, a lot of waste inside of his digestive tract. So that's what is reading out, goes to show you how much food you actually were holding inside of you from how much you were eating daily. Because with you not getting as many carbohydrates, your water retention's down, your sodium's down, so your water retention's down, and you're not putting as much weight in your body by holding that much waste inside of you. So that just goes to show you how much you are actually consuming daily if you've already dropped 9 pounds in 2 days. So that's a huge difference. And that was the not morning weight either. That was midday weight. So you were already eating and drinking water. So your weight would have probably actually been lower had you weighed in the morning. So, but all right, let's get this workout and let's get in there. Let's get it hard. week 3, done. So that's the end of week 3's workout. Of course, we still have Saturday, Sunday to make it through. I'll weigh in, take my pictures like I always do, so that way we can see what my weight's at, and that way I can be a consistency with the weight and everything else. And this morning I did weigh in, and this morning I was actually 248 this morning, so I'm a pound down from last week, from last Saturday. So we'll see what I actually am tomorrow morning, Saturday, and that's going to be the real, like, actual, because it'll be 100% consistent from week to week. Did the posing routine, so you guys saw that. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but like me and Steve were just talking, I don't hide behind gimmicky, like, lighting. Like, I'm not an influencer. I'm not a fitness influencer. I'm not a social media influencer. I'm just a fat guy who likes to work out. I'm a meathead. And what I cannot stand is all these little yahoos and yo-yos and clowns that go out there and they take these pictures and they pull their chin in and stick their butt out and they're like, look at my before and after photos after 3 weeks. And then they're flat, they're not worked out, they take the photo in the morning, after they eat a big meal and they blow. And then what they do is they get under, and they do it in bright lighting where they're washed out, and then they take these 3 week, 4 weeks, 6 weeks after transformation photos, they're tanned, they're under shadowing lighting, so dim lighting, so they're shadowed out, and they're doing the best poses that complement their body. Normally it's some crap like this. Right? And it's so cringy, man. It's just like, dude, you're now sucking in instead of pushing out. You're throwing your chin down so it looks like in forward, so your double chin's gone. You have a pump. You're glistening from your oil or from your sweat or from your workout. You're under amazing lighting and you're doing the pose that best complements your frame. And you did 100% the exact opposite of that for the before photo. Show the real before and after. Like, show it. That's what I'm doing. There's no gimmicks here. You see the washed out bright lighting. I'm pale white. And then you see the bright lighting. And you see all the multiple angles. So whenever I'm bending over, grabbing stuff and the gut hanging over to where I'm postured up. There's things that I do that make me look better. There's things that I do that make me look worse. But there's no hiding behind angles and lighting. This is legit results. And this is like, anyone can do this. You're not taking your shirt off yet. Kudos. Whenever you get ready to do that, you can start doing that too. You're down 9 pounds and everything, and that's going to come off quick for you. How do you feel about the people that do that shit? What do you think about it?
Well, it's not fair to us because we look at it like, man, it's possible, and in all actuality, it's really not because they're fucking us basically. Because they're feeding us one thing but doing another.
Right.
And then whenever you actually come in and start doing it, you're like, whoa, this isn't what you advertised. You know what I mean? So it's a big fucking difference.
False promises, right? They show the results that are so extreme that it's like, oh, okay, and then you do it, and then after 3 weeks, you're nowhere near what they did, and then it's discouraging, right?
Absolutely.
It's like, why not just be realistic?
Absolutely. Why
Why not show it for what it really is? And then showing the realistic struggles. We were talking today earlier, and you were telling me how hungry you were earlier, and how you were looking at all the snacks and goodies and all the delicious stuff, like, man, and it was a fight for you. It was very hard for you, right? And then they make it seem like, oh, it's easy, it's effortless, and it's not. It really isn't. And they talk about, well, you gotta, if it fits your macros, well, you gotta eat like this or eat like that, and that's not the case. The reality of the matter is, if you're going to lose weight, you're going to suffer, right? It's going to be hard, and you're going to be hungry. There's going to be temptation. And it's not about the hunger pains, it's about the mental aspect. And then you go into it thinking like, oh, well, that's a 6-week transformation. Maybe I can make similar progress. And then it comes down to it, and it's not.
Absolutely not.
And then these influencers have all these gimmicky diets, like, oh, 6 weeks diet, 4-week diet, 8-week diet, buy my program, buy my program, buy my program. But it's like, you're just selling something.
This is how I look, and I eat pizza every day. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Right, exactly. Do you want to eat pizza every day and look like this? Do you want to eat cupcakes and cake and ice cream every day? I do, and you could do the same thing by taking this supplement.
No fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, right? So it irritates me. So I'm glad that Steve's in here working out with me, and then y'all are going to be able to see what a full-figured, person, 5'9", 392 pound starting weight looks like, and how long it can legitimately take going down. And the same thing for me. To give you a quick overview of his diet, as simple as it's this, well, the training, 3 days a week, and y'all see the routine. Everything we do is 5 sets. 5 sets of the same amount of reps, whether it's 10 reps, 12 reps, 15 reps, or 20 reps. We do 5 reps for everything we do, 5 sets for everything, and then between 10 to 20 reps. And then we don't go up in weight until we successfully hit those reps with that weight, and then we move up accordingly week to week. The diet is even simpler. Ground meat and rice for meal 1, meal 2, and meal 3. 1 banana, 2 small oranges, and 2 Greek yogurts after the workout. And then steak and sweet potato for dinner. The amounts that you eat vary depending on your size and how much you weigh. Right? If you weigh more, well, probably do more red meat, leaner cuts, not the fatty cuts, and then less rice. If you need to gain weight, more rice, little less red meat. If you kind of don't know where you are, put them even. Do the exact same amounts and see what your weight does. If you're losing weight and you're trying to, and you're losing too fast, increase the protein a little bit, increase the rice a little bit. If you're not losing enough, drop the rice a little bit, and then drop it a little more, and then go with a leaner cut of meat. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's not hard to do. It's hard to stick to if you don't have a support system, or you don't have anyone backing you up, or you don't actually mentally want to do this. You're not mentally prepared to go through the pain and suffering, because it is a mental fight. It's a mental challenge. It's a mental battle the whole entire way through. And if you're not mentally prepared to go through the fire and walk through the flames, you're going to fail, and you're not going to make it. You have to be ready for it mentally, because I don't care how much you think you want it, you don't want it until you're ready to be hungry for it, metaphorically and literally. It takes a lot to do it, but everybody can do it. You just have to have a support system. Comment, leave comments if you want help, if you want support. I'll message you back. If you need support, hey man, I'm suffering, or I'm hungry, or oh man, what do you think? I generally have my phone for the majority of the time, and when I see the messages that come through, I will reply to you. Like build a community. Come on, guys, get together and support one another. Don't do it alone. Have someone to help you out. And if someone's not there to help you out, and they're not with you, then they're in the way. And you need to remove them out of your life at this moment in time. Not forever, but if they're not going to encourage you to stick to your diet, they're not going to encourage you to go to the gym, and they're going to enable you to sit down, enable you to eat better, enable you to make the bad choices that got you to where you are, then you need to get rid of them. They're not your friend, and they're not helping you. They're hurting you. And they're not where you're at in life. And you have to get to where you need to be in order to be the best you can for you and your family. And don't be afraid to love yourself, no matter how you look and where you are on your journey. Don't be afraid to love yourself. Right?
This is what I can do it alone get you. You can't do it alone. No matter how strong you think you are, you can't. You need a checks and balances system. You need somebody that's going to hold you accountable and be there for you when you say, fuck, I want to eat this hamburger, like right now. He will talk you off the ledge. That's what you need, man. You need a support system. You need somebody that's going to push you and say, man, you can do it. And most importantly, like you just said, somebody that's going to instill that you can love yourself first. And you'll fucking get it, man.
Yep.
You'll get it.
Yep. You have to self-love. If you don't love yourself, then you're not going to want to improve yourself. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself and treating yourself and being good to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. And just like we were talking earlier, to fix a problem normally hurts. It hurts to get off of caffeine. It hurts to get off of sugar. It hurts to get, it's like a drug. It hurts. Just like when you break a bone, to reset it, to get it to fix, you can leave it like that and the pain will stop. In order to fix it though, you're going to have to reset it and it's going to hurt. But you have to go through that pain to fix it permanently. And that's what you have to go through this. You have to hurt for a little while. And what I mean by hurt is the headaches from the caffeine and the withdrawals and the detox, the hunger, the suffering of wanting to eat and getting out of that mindset that you need it. Because the majority of people, you're not hungry. You're craving. There's a difference between hunger and craving. Oh, I'm hungry. No, you're not. You're not hungry. Go 2 weeks without eating anything and then tell me if that was hunger. I bet it's not. I bet it's not. All right?
Right.
All right, well, that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Until tomorrow or whenever.